homework. Total 11 questions I gave. Have you tried them, sir? Hello? Have you tried those 11 questions? Yesterday I gave you following 11 questions as homework.
Good morning, sir.
Very good morning, sir. Yesterday I gave you following 11 questions as homework. I hope you might have seen them. Did you see them? I have sent the book also to you for your reference. I think it is physical chemistry. I send you one book, right? Did I send you any book? Hello? Did I send you the Narayana material?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Before
In that,
you send, sir.
I gave 11 questions, right?
Yes, sir.
That is which volume I have sent you? Volume 2, right?
Yes.
I don't have volume 2 or what?
Centers volume 2, sir.
I am checking for volume 2. This is volume 3. This is. Yes. Sir, this is the questions I wanted you to do. Last page. Yes, previous IIT questions. First, we see this integral. Concentrated H2SO4 cannot be used for drying up H2S and ammonia. Why concentrated H2SO4 cannot be used to dry up H2S and ammonia, sir? Sir, concentrated H2SO4 is used to remove moisture from air.
Sir.
H2SO4 is an oxidizing agent. It can convert the H2S to SO2. H2SO4 being an acid can react with ammonia, which is base. So whenever H2SO4 can react with fundamental material, it cannot be used to remove its moisture. With air, H2SO4 has no reaction. So from air, if you want to remove moisture, you can use H2SO4. You understand? If you want to remove moisture from nitric acid, you can use H2SO4.
Sir, we can't
Yes, sir.
see your screen, sir.
You need not have to see. I'm just talking a question. If you want to see, I will display it. Okay. If you want to see, I'm just wondering, H2SO4 can be used as a dehydrating agent. That's what we discussed earlier. But H2SO4, though it is a good dehydrating agent, you just can't use it to dry ammonia because ammonia reacts with H2SO4. You see, H2SO, hydrogen sulfide, if it has moisture, it cannot be removed by using H2SO4 because H2S reacts with sulfuric acid. Wherever H2SO4 reacts with that fellow, moisture cannot be removed by using sulfuric acid. Pure air cannot have reaction with sulfuric acid. So in air, if you want to remove moisture, happily you use sulfuric acid. Are we very clear about it? Sir, there is a compound called H2S4O6. tetrathionic acid, H2S4O6. In between, if you are putting so many sulfurs, 9 sulfurs, it is called polythionic acid. Okay, sir. In these polythionic acids, in this tetrathionic acid, the central sulfurs, which are in
Hello
zero
guys,
oxidation.
it's Jovan, and you know what time it is? Disco time. Hang on.
Okay. Sir, if you permit me, can I mute all of you? Hello?
Sir, please.
Thank you. I am muting all of you and I am disabling the ability to get unmuted. Okay. Only thing you can do is you can send message. Okay, sir? Sorry for muting you. You can put a message if you want. Okay. Yes, sir. So in integer type question, they asked which of the following cannot be dried using H2SO4. They gave so many. Out of this, H2S ammonia cannot be dried. Similarly, previous IITG questions, there is no SS single or double bond in what compound, sir? You need to look at the structures. H2S2O7 is known as the fuming sulfuric acid or oleum. In oleum, there is no SS linkage. It has only SOS linkage. Can you see that, sir? Hello? In S2O4 2 minus ions, in S4O6 2 minus ions, in S2O3 2 minus ions, there are SS bonds. Only when H2S2O7, pyrosulfuric acid, fuming sulfuric acid, is considered it has no SS bond. You need to look at those acids. Hydrolysis of 1 mole of peroxydisulfuric acid. Peroxydisulfuric acid is otherwise known as Carros acid. Its formula is H2SO5. H2SO5 has 1 OO linkage. That is monoperoxymonosulfuric acid. Peroxydisulfuric acid is H2S2O8. H2S2O8 also has a OO bond. You know what is the structure of peroxydisulfuric acid? Do you know, sir? Hello? I will draw here. Can I draw? H2S2O8, when heated with water, gives peroxymonosulfuric acid and sulfuric acid. So that's how it reacts. Hydrolysis of 1 mole of peroxydisulfuric acid produces 1 mole of sulfuric acid, 1 mole of peroxymonosulfuric acid. That's it. Okay, sir? It won't give H2O2 as such. But H2SO5, when it reacts with water, again it gives H2SO4 and H2O2. Here is a small extension. If you permit me, just I will speak for 1 minute. If you permit me. It is a first year revision, sir. Just we go there and come back. In first year, you studied when you have sulfuric acid 50%. When it is taken, it will ionize to give H plus and HSO4 minus. Because it is an acid, it gives H plus. When you are passing current, electric current, the H plus ions will go to cathode and take 2 electrons and become H2 gas. It happens at cathode. The HSO4 bisulfate ions will go to anode. There, 2 HSO4 minus ions will lose 2 electrons to give peroxydisulfuric acid. Whenever concentrated sulfuric acid whenever concentrated sulfuric acid is subjected to electrolysis. Whenever you pass current, the H plus ions gain 2 electrons to become hydrogen gas at cathode. Bisulfate ions lose electrons to become H2S2O8. It is the structure of H2S2O8, peroxy disulfuric acid. When this fellow reacts with water, you will be getting peroxy monosulfuric acid, which has a structure like this. Peroxy monosulfuric acid and a sulfuric acid. When peroxy monosulfuric acid, whose structure we just now wrote like this, peroxo monosulfuric acid, when reacts with water, again gives you sulfuric acid and H2O2. Okay, sir. So I conclude that when sulfuric acid is subjected to electrolysis, you will be getting H2S2O8 at anode. You get hydrogen gas at cathode. The H2S2O8 is called peroxy disulfuric acid or Marshall acid. Okay, sir. Are we very clean on this? Now, we are going back to these questions. These questions are previous IITG questions. I want you to kindly look at them. All these are your homework. You should try to do them. Can you see my screen? I hope you can see my screen. I'll check out whether you can see it. Start broadcast. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I want you to try question number 1 to 11. And if you have a doubts, you can post it to me in WhatsApp. Please look at these 11 questions. The difference in the oxidation number of two types of sulfur atoms in Na2S4O6. You know what is the structure of Na2S4O6? One is 0, one is +5. All these answers are there in this booklet. You can see the answers to all these 11 questions. You should learn them. It is so simple. Don't go beyond this. Just read NCERT. Do these 11 questions. Okay, sir. Can you do them? Once you do them, now you can happily go to these other aspects. The other aspect is, this is the book you have. This is called as exemplar problems in chemistry. Can you see this, sir? You can see SF6 cannot be hydrolyzed, but SF4 can be. Sulfur can make two types of halides. One is SF6. SF6. Other one is SF4. Sir, I have 3 points. When sulfur reacts with excess of fluorine, you get SF6. SF6 is having octahedral structure. Octahedral means, you know how beautiful it will be? It will be like this. It is sulfur, fluorine, 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 fluorine. Beautiful octahedral. This beautiful structure is very, very stable. Sulfur will undergo sp3d2 hybridization. sp3d2. and it will make a perfectly octahedral molecule, which is very, very stable. If you heat it even at 1000 degrees, 2000 degrees, it won't undergo any change. It is used in transformer, big electric transformer as insulator. So first point, sulfur when burnt in excess of fluorine gives SF6. Second point, SF6 is very stable. Third point, SF6 has a sulfur with sp3d2 hybridization. Fourth point, SF6 is used as a gas phase insulator in transformers. In SF6, sulfur uses all the 6 electrons for bonding, so there is no lone pair of electrons on sulfur. It is very stable because of symmetry structure it has. In SF4, the sulfur undergo sp3d hybridization. The sulfur has a lone pair of electrons. The shape of SF4 is seesaw. It is not a stable structure. Seesaw means it looks like this. On seesaw, two small fellows will play. It will be like this. It is sulfur, fluorine, 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 fluorine. It is a lone pair. The seesaw structure has so much instability because of the repulsion between lone pairs and bond pairs. SF4 is unstable. It readily reacts with water, that is undergoes hydrolysis. SF6 is very stable. It will never undergo hydrolysis. That's a point. Try to answer these 69 questions. Out of the 69 questions, 69th question is from our 60th group. Okay, sir. When NaCl is added with concentrated sulfuric acid, you will be getting HCl as a volatile gas. In the laboratory, you are doing it. They will give you a salt, you will add concentrated H2SO4, you get HCl gas, which is colorless. The HCl gas can be checked with ammonia dipped glass rod. Whenever you are given a salt in the laboratory, they ask you, what does this salt contain? Does it have chloride ion? In order to check to the salt, you add concentrated sulfuric acid. Then you get a colorless gas. If you put a glass rod dipped in ammonia, ammonia plus HCl gives white dense fumes. Ammonium chloride. So this is the identification mark. How do I know that I got HCl? Because it gave white dense fumes with ammonia. So what is this test to the salt taken in a test tube? We add concentrated sulfuric acid. What happens? H2SO4 plus NaCl gives HCl plus Na2SO4. That HCl can be checked with ammonia dipped glass rod. Now to the test tube, you are adding salt and H2SO4. Along with H2SO4, if you also add MnO2, MnO2, here it is, manganese dioxide. If you add manganese dioxide, HCl will be oxidized to give green color chlorine gas. So assertion, NaCl reacts with concentrated H2SO4 to give colorless HCl, which has pungent smell. On adding MnO2, HCl become green color chlorine. Reason is MnO2 is oxidizing HCl to chlorine gas. So assertion and reason are correct, and assertion is correctly explained by reason. Look at this question. Both the rhombic and monoclinic sulfur exists as S8, but oxygen exists as O2 is correct. Oxygen forms p-pi multiple bond due to its small size, but sulfur, because it has very big size, is not able to make p-pi bonds. Therefore, it exists like an octaatomic crown-shaped molecule. It is the shape of sulfur. Sulfur is making only single bonds because it is not able to make P bonds. Not only in oxygen sulfur family, sir, even in nitrogen phosphorus family, nitrogen is able to make triple bond with another nitrogen. Phosphorus cannot make such triple bond exists as P4. Therefore, always first element of a group can make pi bonds. Second element onwards, they can't make P bonds. So, 67th question, the assertion and reason are correct, and that is the correct explanation. HA cannot be prepared by the reaction of Ki with concentrated H2SO4 because HA has lowest HX bond strength and it can be easily oxidized by H2SO4 to I2. So assertion and reason are correct, but reason is not correct explanation. Correct explanation is I minus is oxidized by sulfuric acid to become I2. No doubt reason is correct, but that's not the reason why HI is not prepared in this way. See these questions, and also they gave answers for your information. Please try to learn them. These are from 16th group. Your job is you have to read the NCERT book. If you have a difficulty, you should tell me. You have to read the NCERT book and do these questions. Okay, sir. If you do them, you get a grip of the topic. If you don't do the questions, you will be in dilemma. Are you very clear in what we are doing, sir? This is your P block. Today is the last day. We are going to complete oxygen sulfur family slowly, but not in a hurry. Slowly, you should enjoy doing it. There will be no confusion. What questions will come in the exam also we see. Okay, sir? Okay. Sir, what are oxides? Compounds made by oxygen with other elements. How many types of oxides are there? Acidic oxides made by nonmetals, SO2, N2O5, P4O10, CO2, etc. Neutral oxides, these are the lower oxides made by nonmetals which are not soluble in water, CO, N2O, etc. What are basic oxides? These are the oxides made by metals like CaO, Na2O, MgO, etc. Notice, non-metal highest oxide is most acidic. If you have SO2, Cl2O7, CO2, N2O5, in this Cl2O7 is most acidic. CO2 is least acidic. What happens when SO2 is dissolved in water? SO2 is an acidic oxide. If it is dissolved in water, I get sulfurous acid. Notice, in order to make H2SO3, SO2 is dissolved in water. So it is said SO2 is anhydride of sulfurous acid. It means from sulfurous acid, if I remove water, I get SO2. Similarly, SO3 is anhydride of sulfuric acid. N2O3 is anhydride of nitrous acid. Anhydride is that which is obtained by removing water from a given acid. Now, most important point, sir, the D block elements like manganese, chromium, vanadium, they make three types of oxides. Low oxides like MnO, high oxide like Mn2O7, intermediate oxides like Mn2O3. As a rule, when a D block metal is making three different oxides, lowest oxide MnO is basic. Highest oxide Mn2O7 is most acidic. The intermediate oxide like Cr2O3, they are amphoteric. So D block elements can give all the three varieties of oxides: acidic, basic, neutral. Low basic, high acidic, intermediate, amphoteric. A basic oxide is one which on dissolution in water gives a base. Calcium oxide, quicklime reacts with water to give calcium hydroxide, which is a mild base. Some oxides like AsB anti-Kroll-gelatin. Do you remember these codes, sir? AsB, I will write down once again for you. AsB anti-Kroll-gelatin. Slowly we write out. As means arsenic, beryllium, antimony, chromium, aluminium, zinc. Pb, lead means Pb, tin. These metals make amphoteric oxides. As2O3, BO, Al2O3, Cr2O3, Sb2O3, ZnO, PbO, SnO2. All these are amphoteric oxides. They can react both with acids and bases to give hydrogen gas. Code as B, like a honeybee. One anti crawling in gelatin. G for zinc, Le for lead, tin for tin. As B, anti-crawl gelatin is a code to remember the elements which can make amphoteric oxides. Are we very clear, sir? This is the list of oxides. Okay, sir? Now, what is ozone? Ozone is an allotropic form of oxygen. What is its formula? O3. Where it exists? In the upper zone of atmosphere called stratosphere. What is its role? It will protect the earth from dangerous UV radiation from sun. What happens if UV radiation falls on us? We get skin cancers. Now, how to prepare ozone? By passing silent electric discharge. Generally, what is the name of the instrument that makes ozone? Ozonizer. What is the color of ozone? If you see ozone ordinarily, it has no color. But if you see very concentrated ozone, carefully it appears to be light blue in color. You can't notice it. In liquid state, it appears dark blue, and in solid state, it is a black violet solid. Notice oxygen is attracted by magnet paramagnetic, ozone is diamagnetic. Oxygen is supporter of life, ozone is poisonous. It can kill us in more than 100 ppm. It causes headache in low dose. Ozone is thermodynamically unstable. Its decomposition is spontaneous at any temperature. Ozone is a good oxidizing agent, can convert PbS to PbSO4, I- to I2. Whenever ozone is acting as an oxidizing agent, out of O3, only one O is used for oxidation. There are two special reactions. I want you to remember them for our IIT. Notice, whenever ozone is oxidizing SnCl2 to SnCl4, all the three oxygens of ozone are used for oxidation. This is the balanced equation. What is the specialty of this equation? Whenever ozone is oxidizing stannous chloride, all the three oxygens will gain 2 electrons to become 3H2O. Generally, ozone uses only one oxygen for oxidation. If you are looking at the textbook reaction, let's look at the textbook reaction. In the textbook reaction, PbS plus 4O3 gives PbSO4 plus 4O2. It means for each O3, one O is taken by PbS. It means for each O3, only one O is used for oxidation. Even if you look at I minus, 2I minus plus water plus O3, you got I2 and O2. Out of O3, one O is used for oxidation, remaining oxygen is coming as O2 gas. Only in case of the reaction with SnCl2, very, very important, sir. SnCl2, 3 moles of SnCl2 react with 6 moles of water. And ozone, all the three oxygens are used for oxidation. You get SnCl4 plus all the oxygens become water. No oxygen gas is evolved. Similarly, there is one more reaction. These two are exception and the three are important. These two are important. Whenever ozones are reacting with SO2, 3 moles of SO2 will react. All the three oxygens are used for bringing about oxidation. Notice, only in these two reactions, all the three oxygens of ozone involve in oxidation. Otherwise, only 1 out of 3 is used in oxidation. PO3 is an oxidizing agent. Sometimes, when NO reacts with O3, NO become reddish brown NO2 and you get oxygen gas. This is the most important reaction that is taking away ozone layer in stratosphere. The NO is coming from jet aeroplanes. That's a problem. Look at that. The ozone is used as a bleach to remove dirty color in wool and ivory. Ozone is used to clean the drinking water to kill the germs. Earlier, chlorine was used. Nowadays, ozone is being used. Ozone is used also to make aerosol sprays to remove bad smell from body. We use sprays. Ozone is having a O single bond, O double bond, O resonating structure. It is a bent molecule. The O bond length here is greater than that of double bond, shorter than that of single bond, 128 picometers. It is 1.5 bond order. It means it is O bond is neither single bond nor a double bond, in between. It is a longer than double bond, shorter than single bond. Bond order is 1.5. That is a note on ozone. Mainly ozone is used to make KMnO4, potassium permanganate. Sir, this is about ozone they gave in the NCERT book. It is not very difficult, sir, if you try to read. It is not really difficult. And also we go a little bit backward. Sir, what is dioxygen? Dioxygen is O2. How can I make O2? By removing nitrogen, noble gases, CO2 from air, I can make O2. From liquid air, you can get O2 by distillation. But in laboratory, you can make O2 by heating potassium chlorate. KClO3 on heating gives KCl plus O2. Similarly, silver oxide on heating gives silver plus oxygen. Mercury oxide on heating gives mercury plus oxygen. It is the first method of making oxygen in the laboratory by Scheele. He has taken mercury oxide and heated, he got oxygen. It is the first reaction involved in manufacture of oxygen. Okay. Mercury oxide on heating gives mercury.